order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. Let the minutes reflect we are all present this morning. With that, we'll start with the approval of minutes from July 21st meeting.
I looked those over. Did you see anything?
Well, good.
All right, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. And welcome to our visitors this morning. Appreciate you taking the time and understanding our early start time today. I don't have any submissions of reports or oral written communications, so also not seeing any unfinished business. We'll start with item 1 of new business, the opening of the bids of the diesel off-road and ethanol-free gasoline. So those bids were to be submitted by 10:30, I believe, or 10 o'clock.
9:30.
9:30. All right, 9, yeah, good point. All right.
We have one diesel from Ceres, or how would you pronounce it there?
Series Solutions. The proposal for 2024 for on-road diesel fuel, price per gallon is $3.16.8, 3.168. The off-road diesel fuel price per gallon is $3.32.1, 3.321. And the ethanol-free gasoline price per gallon is $3.26.3, or 3.263. All right, that's the only bid. I will ask to take these under advisement if you would so propose, and then we'll just wait till the end. We need to make the decision by the end of the meeting, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, okay. So just,
This one we don't have to, but I'll purchase.
I'll just have you take them and you can look at them to make sure that they're complete. And then by the end of the meeting, we'll make the decision. Thank you very much. We'll do the same thing with the 2024 fuel bids. Careful with that thing.
I know it's dangerous. We got two, one from Ceres and one from Glasses.
So this is also Series Solutions. And again, this is the gasoline. Drum roll. $80,000 gallons. The unit price is $2.73.9, 2.739. And this is from Series Solutions. Take a look at that. Okay. Okay, this is Lassus Brothers. And the seal bid for fuel 87 octane unleaded, again with an $80,000 minimum. The price is $2.97 per gallon. That's $2.97. So I will also have Chief come up and take a look at these bids to make sure that they're acceptable as far as the way they're written, and then we'll make the decision at the end.
That's not part of it, but that would be. So it's ours, right? Oh, yeah. But, okay, that's, I don't know how they. Yeah. I noticed that said, something about excise and taxes or whatever.
I don't know how they normally present that, Joe, but
If you look them over.
it doesn't look like they've included it, and I don't know if they even do that. Taxes, chief, is that ever in
The
the,
slices and two.
It's included.
consists of, it
I'm
is
gonna check that.
included.
It says it's not.
All right, I want to go back through those. Thank you for pointing that out. The Sears solution is $2.73.9, in addition to the excise tax of 34 cents per gallon. The Lassus Brothers at $2.97 includes all taxes. So, have you guys take a look at these and come back and
Yeah.
make a recommendation. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we'll come back to that. Thanks for pointing that out. All right. Item 3 is a street closure request from the Historical Society. During third Fridays, they want to close Indiana from Main Street to the alley. Is there anybody here from? Okay. The only comment I would have, does it make sense to close the road all the way up to Center? You're gonna get people turning off Center onto Indiana and then getting dead-ended midway through the block. Why wouldn't we just close, there's a map in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're saying go all the way to Center Street?
Well, I mean, if someone comes down,
Yeah, they-
Center Street's gonna be blocked at Indiana because of Third Friday, and folks are gonna come down westbound on Center, and they'll either be able to turn south or north. If they turn north, they're gonna get dead-ended in the middle of the block.
You know, the alley.
Well, right, but is that what you want? Any thoughts?
Well, that's a good point, but not that, well, the alleyway there.
I think I would recommend actually closing it at Center because you're gonna have the cross downtown closed out here anyway.
Right.
And if you're encouraging people to go up and then the only alley is the alley, they may end up trying to drive up the alley right into what's going on here.
They could drive up the alley into the, get even deeper into the abyss. I think it's smart if there's trucks or larger vehicles coming down having to get through the alley. It doesn't make sense to keep that open and midway, you
Right.
know.
And they probably just thought they were being prudent, not asking.
For too
Yeah.
much road, right?
Um,
Do we want to amend it, or do we want them to?
no,
come
I think they need to amend
Come
it.
back.
Oh, that's coming up,
back? It's
when is
September
that?
15th.
Yeah, they've got time.
Do you know what the third Friday thing's gonna be there?
I couldn't tell you. I think we ought to not act on this, and we'll get back with them and find out if there's any specific reason why they didn't want, maybe they've got a reason, I don't know. But I don't, given what's gonna be going on downtown, I don't think we should keep a half of a block open, and then, sorry.
Yeah.
And we have time, we can look at it
Yeah.
at the next meeting, have them change it, once they
All right, is there a motion to table this?
So moved.
will second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. I'll call Rob at Main Street. Have him take care of that. All right. All right, item 4, Anchorage Road pay app for professional engineering, pay app number 36. Jeremy?
Yes, this is our standard pay application for ongoing engineering work on Anchorage Road in the amount of $5,488 as we move towards completing the engineering work on this 80-20 match. So we'll pay out 100% and get 80% back on the engineering.
All right,
I move to approve.
I'll second that.
any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? You'll notice those funds are coming out of edit, and then are, again, 80% of those are replenished back in. All right, Jeremy, item number 5 is Warsaw Chemical Pay App.
Yeah, so this is part of the refinancing of the wastewater bonds to receive some additional funding for cleanup efforts on the Warsaw Chemical site. This pay application, the amount of $7,850 is from Lynn Douglas and will be submitted to that SRF funding.
Jeremy, how far along are we on this as far as the amount that we have spent? Is this, I don't recall seeing a pay app come through, but I may have missed it.
So there's still $554,000 left to be dispersed.
Okay, that answers the question.
And 2.9 million has already been dispersed. A little over 2.9 million has been dispersed, yeah.
And you'll remember with the refinance of our SRF loan, we were allowed to continue to pay the same amount, but the difference then we were able to use for any environmental cleanup of our choice, and this one rose to the top.
Okay.
So that's what this is about.
It had to be groundwater related, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Important number there.
Right.
I'll move to approve the pay app as presented.
Second.
all right, further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Those opposed?
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Thanks, Jeremy. All right, Lynn, you've got a annual software license.
Yes, for our key budget and key assets and key payroll.
Okay.
Went up a little bit from this year.
All right,
Move to approve.
I'll second.
all right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. This is a joint approval for a sales and service agreement on generators of police and fire. The Warsaw Wayne Township Fire Territory Board approved, recommended this contract, approved it on August 1st. I don't assume the PD's got any concerns with this. That's so this is the maintenance agreement.
Which is important. So I'll move to approve the maintenance agreement.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. We have a short new hire change report. Denny?
Yep, got two items on the report for this meeting. First one is Lieutenant Allen. He'll be moving back to first shift now that Lieutenant Wilkie is back from his military deployment. So we're happy to have Lieutenant Wilkie back and be able to get Lieutenant Allen back on first shift. And then we have the new assistant city planner that will be starting here in about a week or so. Went through the process and found a really good guy. He's going to be a lot of help up there in the planning department. So.
All right,
I move to approve.
I'll second that.
any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, travel request.
Travel request, the one that you see has several on there for our wastewater department. We got 3 guys going to the Rebranding Sustainability Conference with Partners for Pollution Prevention. And then we have several of our leaders from out there going over to Fort Wayne for the Indiana Water and Environment Association's annual conference. There is one that did not make it on the report. I gave a copy to the mayor
Yep, I'm passing that down.
for the fire
Sit down
department.
on.
Oh, it is.
One of our lieutenants, there was a kind of a last minute dive training down in Nashville that we want to get one of our leaders down there too, so we can bring that knowledge back.
Brian, can we assume that you think it's important to send that many people to that
It's
conference?
a great conference. They cover just about every topic in the industry, and there's vendors, and
close by.
We usually send about that many every year.
Do your operators need continuing education for certification?
Yes.
Will they be able to get that down there? Yeah, a lot of hours. How many hours are they required? Do you know offhand?
I think it's 15 hours every 3 years.
Okay, fair enough. So that to me would be a big advantage,
Yes.
getting it all in one spot, so.
I'll make a motion that we accept the travel across as presented, including the add-on for the fire territory.
All right.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, great. Thanks, Denny. All right. Dustin. It's a contract with USI Consultants for traffic signal modernization, in Lake and Maine.
Yeah, we'd reached out to see if we could get the engineering and design scheduled and underway, and this is just a contract for the fees and construction documents for traffic signal modernization at the intersection of Lake Street and Main. This will get it designed this year, hopefully to have this as a 2024 construction project. Look like, just like what we did at Center in Indiana, Center in Buffalo, and Center in Lake Street, so.
Just out of curiosity, are these engineering fees comparable to what they've been in the past for this type of a project?
This fee is actually about $7,000 cheaper than what the last ones
Okay,
each, so. And we did reach out and get 2 estimates from 2 different engineering firms that we had used for this type of work, previously, so.
okay. All right, other questions?
I move to approve.
I'll second it.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed? All right, thanks, Dustin.
Thank you.
Brian, you've got a pay app for G&G.
This is for the 200 South project for the housing additions that are gonna be moving in down there. This has been reviewed by our department, and it's for construction that's been completed down there.
Okay. Looks like we're starting to wind down on this one.
I believe it's end of October completion date, is that correct?
Yeah, we just agreed we have to extend out the completion date a little to account for the utility delays that we had on the front end. But they also, now, when you're gonna work under the railroad, you have to schedule that work like 6 weeks ahead of time. There's some new policies there, so that's one of the things that they basically have to sit around waiting for this window when they were able to schedule the ability to put the sewer under the railroad over there. So that's a lot of why it's dragged, but we're well ahead of when any flows are expected to be received in there, and it will be done this year.
Sure. All right,
Yeah.
all right,
I'll move to approve the pay app.
Second.
all right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Thank you.
We do have one special claim. This is for payment for a Chevy Tahoe. I assume this is PD? Yeah. Questions?
Move to approve.
Second?
Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. We'll approve the claims docket, and then we'll come back to the fuel sales. So, George, have you combed through this in your
I
typical
did.
fashion?
And a couple little questions, but they were minor,
All right.
answered, so.
All right.
Anything in there? I'll move we approve the claims docket as presented.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Chief, You want to bring, or Aaron, you want to bring those bids out?
Which one you want to do first?
Let's do the diesel first.
Chief? All right, so we'll start with the series bid for diesel fuel.
Yeah, we recommend that the board approve for 2024 the on-road diesel fuel at $3 or $3.16. Off-road diesel at $3.32, and ethanol-free gas at $3.26 to Series Solutions.
Can I see the document, please? Do those prices include the taxes?
There are excise tax on those. For the diesel fuel, it's 57 cents per gallon. For the gasoline, it's 34 cents a gallon. There is no tax for off-road diesel.
Right. So you've taken into account your recommendation that those prices,
Yeah, it comes out to $3.73 total price for diesel fuel, which is under what we're paying now, as well as.
as the taxes, including the taxes.
Included.
Okay. All right. All right, there you go. Questions?
Do you have any comments? You good?
No, I would take his recommendation.
Okay, I move to approve.
Second?
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. There's that one.
Thank you.
Then, our 2024 fuel bids,
Yes, Mayor, Aaron and I had a chance to review the fuel pricing for Lassus is $2.97. They do meet the specifications. Obviously, it's a company we've been using and know that they have met that. But the Sirius Solutions, that quote came in at $273.9, but with the non-included taxes, that came up to $307.9.
Correct.
Correct.
Once you include the 34-cent tax, which was already in the other number, their price comes out to $3.079, which is a little bit higher than the bid from Lassus. So, and we know Lassus, we've worked with them in the past with this program, so it is the specifications that we want. I think we'll have to talk to, in the future, maybe we'll talk to Series a little closer before bids are due to make sure we understand what their service is, so that we can give fair consideration. Either way here, their price is higher anyway.
okay.
Right.
All right, can we have the document, Scott? You have any other comments? So you are recommending we go ahead with the
Yes.
Lassus, okay? So the price, Scott, you want to step here for just a minute? We're paying this year
$2.99 per gallon.
$2.99. So this is 3 cents less total. We have the option of not accepting this through the end of the year, or I don't know what the time frame is, but we could later this year redo this again. These prices are only good for today, right now. So that's how volatile the market is. And, I think with the chief's recommendation, again, it's a fixed cost. It's still obviously very competitive. It's down below a few cents what it was this year. I feel good about it, but, there are some options. I just wanted to give the board a chance to weigh in on the final decision.
I think, you never know, it's volatile, like you say, but it looks like it's kind of trending upwards, and there's some tension in the Persian Gulf and all that stuff that could send it driving, so I think I'd rather lock the price in, kind of like in the past. I would think this year you really probably want to, but be my own.
Well said by George. I agree with George.
Okay. So is that a motion to accept
I
a fuel bid from Lassus Brothers at $2.97 a gallon for a minimum of 80,000 gallons?
So moved.
Now second that.
All right, any final questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Thank you for all those who bid, I appreciate it. Okay. There you go. All right, I think that brings us to the end of our agenda here. Are there any other items to be brought forward? Okay. Any questions or comments? All right, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
So there, 297, that's
Now,
Go
a
with,
bird in hand.
go with, right there it is,
never
right
send
there.
an additional.
Come back and move it.
For you, it's okay.